today. Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Hey guys, I'm finally back after 2 years of no videos, no uploads whatsoever. I have just been so out of it the past 2 years that I wasn't really able to find time to make any videos. I didn't really have any ideas, and you know what, it's not my full-time job, so I didn't think I was supposed to put in that much effort into this channel, YouTube thingy, so whatever. I am back, and I just wanted to take you through one of the many things that I've done in the past 2 years, which is basically nothing. So the reason I'm making a comeback today is because back in the summer I bought myself a Corvette, and I'm thinking I should do more car stuff. I mean, I've always been into cars. It's just that I don't work on them because I don't know shit about that. But yeah, so the plan is I'm gonna do up my car, change a few bits here and there, and try and document it for YouTube, you know, all about the views and all that shit. I also want to share with anybody else who's on YouTube looking for things to change with their, you know, similar model car. I've already done a few changes to it, not me per se, because, you know, I'm not a mechanic. And I'm going to get to filming all that stuff that I've done to the car so far. But right now, because it's Christmas time, as you can see, fireplace and everything. What am I saying? Yes. So for Christmas, I got myself a carbon fiber steering wheel for the Corvette. You know what's funny? I had a Corvette when I was living in Dubai. I don't remember what year that was. Oh, no, wait. I think I had it in 2014. It was an 06 model, so it was already pretty ancient by then. And I don't know if you know this about Dubai. They're not really big on modifying cars. You know, everything's pretty much illegal. You breathe on your car, that's illegal. Everything has to be done through the dealer, and then you get a letter from the dealer excusing you from whatever tickets you could get if you would have done it otherwise, like yourself or through a different shop. So yeah, modifying cars, not so big back in Dubai. So now that I bought myself the same platform, well, now I'm living in a market where I want to say there's a lot more action going on when it comes to modifying your car. So that's what I'm going to be documenting over the next few videos. Yeah, whatever. Now back to the carbon fibre steering wheel. This is not it. This is the original wheel that came off the car. I already had it installed. There's plenty of YouTube videos showing how to dismantle the steering wheel and replace it with a new one, so I'm not going to bore you with that. going to talk a little bit about the vendor that I got the wheel from. It's It's a place called SoCal Garage Works out in SoCal. You could tell from the name. I ordered it back in, I want to say, mid to late October. I had to wait about 8 weeks for it to get here because it's all custom. You know, you personalize everything on the order page. You choose the stitching color, you choose the whatever material you want on it. So that takes a while because they don't really sell them ready-made. And prior to placing the order, I did a little bit of research on the company. I mean, it's not the most well-reviewed, I want to say, vendor among the Corvette forum people. But then if you're a Corvette owner, your expectations are like through the roof on everything. So I took that with a grain of salt. I really just, you know, went against the grain on what everybody's saying about this company and kind of like took a gamble on the wheel. It's not super expensive that I would die if I lost the money I put in it. I think it cost me about $1,000 Canadian shipped. So for a wheel where you're doing something cosmetic when you already have a wheel in your car, because what kind of car doesn't, it's a little bit of a steep price to pay, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, $1,000 is not going to bankrupt anybody. So I was willing to gamble with that kind of money. Like, if I never got the wheel, I mean, like, whatever. I mean, the good thing was I never really had a problem getting the wheel to me and getting the right thing that I ordered to come to me. It's not like, you know, buying stuff from Wish. So I spoke to Greg, I think he's the owner. I spoke to him quite a bit about like the kind of wheel that I wanted, and like everything was happening over email. He was very responsive. All the emails were answered within a few minutes of me sending them. Even when I would follow up with him, I was like, oh hey, it's been 6 weeks, you know, how much longer am I gonna have to wait for it? Is it gonna be much longer? And he would respond immediately saying, oh, we're just like a week or two away from it. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But you know what, prior to placing the order, I was kind of like on the fence about ordering from this place. I mean, the benefit of ordering from SoCal instead of the many other vendors out there is that he sells the wheels for a lot more affordable price. So like I said, it cost me about $1,000 Canadian. Most places would cost about twice that for you to get something that's as good quality as his products. And the Corvette forum posts have not been kind to the company at all. But then I kind of figured out that most of them were just really, really hard to please, and they always wanted things then and there, and it's just not going to happen with something custom made like that. You know, some people were telling horror stories about their interaction with the company and Greg, and they were like, oh my god, I never got the wheel, or got it 2 years later and everything was messed up and it wasn't the thing that I ordered. I'm like, bullshit, that never happens. You can trace everything on the internet, and you can always complain to your credit card company if you never got the stuff that you ordered. So you're always protected somehow. It's not really like gambling, like going to the casino with no recourse whatsoever. There's still a fair amount of things that you can do to recover the money and go someplace else. So anyway, I ignored all of that and just went ahead with my order. I'm like, sending my money. Here, take my money. And 8 weeks later, I got my wheel. I didn't really install it because I was hoping I would get it installed at a shop, but then, you know, Corona, lockdown, all that stuff. And I'm like, I just had my friend come over. He pretty much did a very solid job of installing it. I'm just going to take you through some of the issues that we encountered while we were doing the install. The main issue that we faced was because I have a 2013 model year, and the wheels that he makes are most suitable for the 05 to 2011 because the last two model years of the Corvette, they kind of changed up the wheel a little bit. The side trims, where the buttons go, they don't transfer over anymore. They're not supposed to come off. It's not like a removable piece, or maybe it is, I don't fucking know. So one of the issues that we face there is the back plate. It's not completely compatible with the 2013 to the 05 to 2011. So we had to do a little bit of trimming. I mean, it's cheap plastic made from Mexico, like a stock wheel. So we just took a scissor to it. I mean, he did. I was just watching the whole time. He just took a scissor to it and, you know, cut all the stuff where, you know, where things wouldn't fit right. So I don't know why I'm doing this. So that's what he did. Like, cut here, cut there, cut some of the clips out because it's bolted on anyway. The quality's amazing. I mean, it's $1,000, but then people are charging close to $2,000 on something that's similar quality and for not that much faster anyway. So I thought it was money well spent, and the guy really knows, Greg really knows what he's doing with these carbon fiber pieces. And if he sold more Corvette parts, I think he would be my go-to guy for that kind of stuff. But I think that's going to be my last cosmetic enhancement on the car until I finish putting on the Go Fast bits first. So would I recommend this company? Yes, definitely. You just need to know going in that it's not going to be like buying an iPhone. You're going to have to demonstrate some patience. Good things take longer. You know, everything custom does take a lot longer than buying off the rack. So my other recommendation would be to not follow up too much. Some people had theories about this, but they thought the more you hassle Greg, the slower he's going to be on your order. So I followed up with him, I think a total of 1 time. I asked him once where it was after the 6 weeks because that was the minimum, and that was it. I got it in 8 weeks. Other people had problems because, I don't know, maybe the guy got pissed off that there's so many follow-up emails and calls and all that stuff. I'm not going to work on that. Because, you know, you want to work with the clients who are like easier to deal with, not the ones who have like so many demands and like, where is this and where is that? Like, calm down, it's a wheel. You still have your wheel that's attached to your car. You can still drive it. And if you know, Corvette owners, we drive it like 4 months out of the year. Depends on where you live, obviously. If you live in Florida, you can drive it year round. I guess I'll see you in the next videos. I'm hoping there would be a lot more that pertains to the car. I have a lot of planned modifications on the car. It's just gonna take a while, you know, money's not growing on trees. I'm not shitting money, so I can't really, like, you know, put it in the shop and like have every conceivable modification put in one go. I will see you in the next one. I hope it's not too big a gap between this and that one. So, bye.